final foolish victims will be here very soon.
Hello, and welcome to another one of my random reviews. For this video, we'll be taking a look at the 1986 horror Spookies.
Oh boy, here we go.
The film starts with a group of adults who are driving down some remote back roads after being kicked out of a party.
Hey Duke, where are you taking us anyway?
Come on, you guys. The night's a long way from over, man. I'm looking for another party.
Me too.
When they come across an old mansion.
This doesn't make any sense. I mean, who built a house in the middle of a graveyard like this?
Might have been the other way around.
Yeah, but still.
Hell of a way to fertilize your lawn, eh?
Which, unknown to them, is inhabited by a strange old sorcerer.
Somebody does live here. Forever.
And they make the foolish mistake of going inside.
Duke, don't go in there.
Why not?
Because you don't just go barging uninvited into people's houses.
Which is never a good idea in a horror film.
Come on.
Yeah, what could happen?
As is opening locked cupboards.
That's just an empty closet.
And messing around with strange Ouija boards.
Beanie, beanie, chilly beanie. The spirits are about to speak.
Are they friendly spirits?
Get out. My turn.
So it isn't long before each one of them starts to meet an untimely end. One of them gets possessed and starts attacking the others. Whilst the rest are attacked by zombies. Goblins. Mudmen. And various demonic creatures. It seems the reason for these supernatural events is that the old sorcerer that's living there needs people's souls to keep his bride alive.
For 70 years I have waited. I have sacrificed the use of so many, so that you might live.
But it seems his bride wants out.
Don't touch me! Can't you see I've always hated you?
And with the surviving members of the group attempting to fight back.
I do know this. I want to live. And I think the way to do that is to make our way downstairs and get a hold of that vial. We don't have much more to lose now.
Will his evil plans prevail, or will the group manage to get out and his bride escape his clutches? Seemingly borrowing elements from the Evil Dead.
Join us. I said join us.
Hellraiser. Poltergeist, and pretty much every haunted house film that's come out prior to this. This is your typical campy 80s supernatural horror that should appeal to fans of horror comedies. If the plot seems a little disjointed, there's a reason for that. It seems the film was originally called Twisted Tales and was your standard haunted house feature. However, the film was being financed by UK video distributor Mike Lee, who horror fans will know as being the boss of Vipco Video, the Video Nasty label. He apparently didn't like the film and thought it was too slow, so he got somebody else to come in and film some additional scenes and edit them into the film.
Some jerk's idea of a gag.
These new scenes included all the stuff with the sorcerer and his bride.
Tell me, what have you done?
A new prologue in which a young lad who's run away from home comes across the old house just prior to the group arriving.
Happy birthday, Billy.
Scenes of a young demon stalking the group. And an entirely new ending showing the bride trying to escape the house. This new cut of the film missed out on a lot of character development and dialogue, as well as rearranging all the death scenes.
What the hell are we doing in a place like this?
Now, the film only had a limited cinema run in the US and was released direct-to-video pretty much everywhere else, including the UK, where Mike Leigh released it on his own Vipco label. It subsequently received mixed reviews, but it was apparently a commercial success.
Yes, I always knew you would.
But needless to say, the released film was not liked by any of the original cast and crew, all of which have repeatedly criticised this cut of the film in numerous interviews over the years, and have all expressed their disdain of Mike Leigh, who they blamed for ruining it.
What a jerk!
Sadly, no one seems to know what happened to the original footage that was shot, so it seems that a release of the original cut of the film is extremely unlikely.
But there's something missing.
Now, it's interesting to note that the old mansion used in the film was a listed building, as it was the childhood home of the first Chief Justice of the United States, John Jay, and it had been standing derelict for some time. The owners gave the film crew permission to shoot there, as they thought with it being a horror film, they'd probably end up trashing the place, which would make it easier for them to get it torn down, as they wanted to sell the land. However, the crew actually fixed up the place and got the water and electrics working so that it would make them easier to film there.
It's so weird that the lights work.
As a result, the owners managed to sell it to a historical society who have since opened it up as a museum, so if there's one good thing to come out of this production, then this was definitely it.
This is really great.
Now, all criticisms of the film aside, it has actually garnered a cult following over the years, which the cast and crew have come to accept, even if it wasn't their preferred version of the film. And to be fair, the film isn't actually half bad if you enjoy bizarre horror comedies.
At the moment, I'm much too sober to appreciate it.
The film has been released to disc both here and overseas, so it's pretty easy to get hold of. So if horror comedies are your thing, then I'd definitely recommend giving this one a go. However, I would recommend getting one of the special edition releases for the interviews, as these certainly make for entertaining viewing.
It's pretty goddamn weird if you ask me.
Thanks for watching. Have you seen Spookies? If so, let us know what you thought about it in the comment section below, and be sure to tell us what films you'd like to see reviewed in a future video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, as it really helps me out in the algorithm. Also, if you're able to, please consider supporting me on Patreon, as a thank you to which members get early access to reviews and exclusive content. But that's all for now. Thanks again, and I'll be back with more reviews in the near future. So, until the next time.
Alright, that's enough of this. Let's get out of here. Let's go.